Hello. On my first video, I attempted an impromptu review and comparison of Lifelike versus Trainline train sets. I didn't do a very good job because I didn't plan out in advance. Hopefully this one turns out better. First, a little history. I bought two train sets at about the same time. One as a Lifelike Christmas tree set, and the other a Trainline Big Sky Express set. In this current setup, I've taken what I think are the best components of each set and created this layout. I've also added more track, a couple of remote switches, and a pier set to give a little bit more interesting layout. What I'm using is the Trainline locomotive and rail cars, but with the Lifelike Power Lock track, the Lifelike remote switches that I added, and a Bachmann pier set. The standard track included with the Lifelike set is the Power Lock track in a steel type of track, whereas with the Trainline set it comes with Bachmann nickel silver track, easy track. I like the Power Lock better because it connects much more easily, even though it does disconnect very hard, and I'm afraid I may break one of the pins. The nickel silver easy track, it goes together easily, but it is really hard to properly line up the rail joiners, and sometimes you have to make several attempts to get them to line up properly, whereas the Power Lock track doesn't have that problem at all. The disadvantage to the Power Lock track, at least in the steel type, is that it does need to be cleaned more often and in order to maintain a good electrical connection. But I'm going to be adding a Trainline rail cleaning car to my setup here pretty soon, and in a future video I'll report on how well that does cleaning steel track. The turnouts, I just got them into operation today. I did have a couple of problems with them, but I've since resolved those problems, and they work perfectly. One of the problems, just to give you an idea, one of them was because I hadn't read the directions properly. The other one was fixed by reversing the electrical connection, and then it operated perfectly. The locomotives, Trainline sets utilize an 8-wheel drive, 8-wheel pickup for their locomotives, whereas the Lifelike sets use a 4-wheel drive, 4-wheel pickup. And the Trainline locomotives are also much heavier, so I think the advantage here is definitely to the Trainline set. And here I'm going to pause for a moment, and operate those switches and show you what this layout is capable of. So stand by. You can see going up the hill, did have a little bit of problem there, but it did pull, and I only have the speed set at about halfway, so I have plenty more power to apply to this set. Freight cars, the advantage here again is to the Trainline set. The freight cars are heavier than the Lifelike trains, and they also come with metal wheels as opposed to plastic wheels. Some owners of the Lifelike sets said that the wheel sets come off, or their plastic wheel sets come off, although I have not had that problem. Transformer, advantage Trainline. I'm using the Trainline transformer right now. It operates much more smoothly, increasing and decreasing speed, and also the direction switch, it's a separate switch as opposed to combined switch on a Lifelike, and I think that leads to less problems. In conclusion, I really like both sets, but for me the Trainline set is the way to go. Lifelike sets are good, they're good value, they're often inexpensive, and they often come with a lot of extras which can give a father and son team a lot of fun and enjoyment. over many hours. Although a caution is that many of the lifelike sets, their figures need to be hand painted, and for me, that's not great because I'm a poor painter at best. So, anyhow, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Thanks for watching.